Accountants Conference, Jnana Sangama, organized by Bangalore branch jointly with Belagavi, Ballari, Hubballi, Kalburgi, Mangalore, Mysore and Udupi branches of SIRC of ICI.
ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಈ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಂಗಮ 18ನೇ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮಟ್ಟದ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಪರಿಶೋಧಕರ ಸಂಘದ 2 ದಿನಗಳ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನಕ್ಕೆ ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಬ್ರಾಂಚಿನ ನೇತೃತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳಗಾವಿ, ಬೆಳ್ಳಾರಿ, ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿ, ಕಲಬುರಗಿ, ಮಂಗಳೂರು, ಮೈಸೂರು, ಉಡುಪಿ ಶಾಖೆಗಳ ಸಹಯೋಗದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಾಗಿದೆ.
We hope you all had a good time yesterday at yesterday's sessions and are looking forward to today's spiritual, technical and entertainment session.
There's a quote from Bhagavad Gita: when meditation is mastered, the mind is unwavering like the flame of a candle in a windless place.
To get the knowledge of self, dhyana, that is meditation, is necessary. To teach us meditation as taught in Bhagavad Gita, we have Mr. Kaivalya Smart from Surat.
I request C.A. Raghuveer C.S., Chairman Mysuru, to welcome spiritual session speaker Mr. Kaivalya Smart to the dais, please.
I would also request Chairman of Bangalore branch to escort the speaker onto the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a huge round of applause? Now I request Chairman, Mysore branch CA Raghuveer to introduce the spiritual session speaker, Mr. Kaivalya Smart, to the august audience.
Yeah, by presenting a bouquet. Can I request you applaud, please? Thank you. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah.
Good morning, everyone. I deem it my privilege to introduce the speaker of the day, speaker of this session, Kaivalya Smart. Kaivalya Smart was born in 1953. He graduated with a degree in commerce from Narsai Monji College, Mumbai, and thereafter he went on to become chartered accountant. He practiced as chartered accountant for 20 years. And in 1958, he met mother at Sri Aurobindo Ashram, Pondicherry, and the contact with her grew stronger and deeper year after year without break. He has met the mother countless times. Under the influence of mother, his grandfather and his parents, he studied deeply the books of Sri Aurobindo, the mother, the Gita, Upanishads, and the Tantra. In April 2003, he gave up his profession completely when he was taken up as a member of executive committee of Sri Aurobindo Society at Pondicherry. Since then, he has been working voluntarily full-time for Sri Aurobindo Society. For spreading the message of Sri Aurobindo and the mother, he has visited around 125 cities in India and also USA and Canada, conducting youth camps, study camps, seminars, giving talks and presentations at Aurobindo centers, various other organizations, schools, colleges and universities. He has wide experience in communicating with the students, young as well as old. In his quest in the mystical and the spiritual, he has visited many pilgrimage places in India and also has done long distance and high altitude pilgrimage trekking in Himalayas on foot on several occasions. As an avid lover of nature, he has done long distance non-stop swimming for 25 kilometers in river Tapti and Narmada and many times, and has also non-stop cross canal swimming for 5 hours in Arabian Sea. He is committed to Sri Aurobindo and mother and a life of sadhana. He is always ready to share his delight. He is interested in learning and calls himself a lifetime student of the life divine. So we welcome you, sir. Thank you for coming.
Can straight away.
And so over to you, sir.
So thank you, sir. Can I request dignitaries on the dais to light the lamp, please? Before we listen to the spiritual session, can I request the
I
chairman
also
of...
request the Bangalore branch MC members to join.
Yeah, join
on
them
the
in the
dash.
lighting of the lamp, please. MC members of Bangalore branch of SIRCs. Ladies and gentlemen, applause, please. Can we join in the applause? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may now occupy your chairs. Thank you, dignitaries, for lighting the lamp. I now request the spiritual speaker to take over.
I would like my screen to be projected on both the sides. Yeah, yes. Most respected and honorable Mr. Srinivasanji, all other dignitaries that were on the dais, all my respected chartered accountant colleagues here, my namaste to every one of you. I welcome you here this beautiful morning for a short time to know about meditation. Meditation is very much in fashion nowadays, but it has been taught in the Gita by Lord Shri Krishna himself to Arjuna. The students of the Gita, most of us who have read Gita, also have not paid much attention to this part of the Bhagavad Gita. We all have the information about Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, or even Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge, the path of devotion, the path of works. But what Sri Krishna has done in the 18 chapters is to teach Arjuna of 18 different yogas. And in the Gita, the 6th chapter is titled Atma Sanyama Yoga. And the second name for the same chapter is Dhyana Yoga, wherein Shri Krishna himself instructs Arjuna how to meditate. Today, because of several reasons, we all experience tension. We all experience lack of motivation. We all experience dejection, depression. And the best way out is to have control over the activities of our mind. And when we have that control over the activities of our mind, we are much in a better position to discharge our duties that have been offered to us. I have a very limited time span because immediately after this session, I have to run to the airport to catch my flight. I am much grateful to the organizers of this event who have so lovingly and kindly invited me. We go straight to the topic, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. It's not changing again. It should change. It should go to the first. Yeah. Yes. Previous one? Yeah. Thank you. The topic for the day is meditation as taught by Sri Krishna to Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita. As I told you, this has been the part of chapter 6, Shashtodhyaya of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We will listen first to exactly what Sri Krishna has said on the topic to Arjuna. Wonderful shlokas of the Gita, and if we in a short time can understand the gist of these shlokas, it would enrich us forever. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Uddaredatmanatmanam Natmanam Avasadayet Atmaiva Yatmano Bandhu Ratmaiva Ripuratmanaha. Uplift yourself with the help of your soul. Uplift yourself with the help of your soul. Do not let yourself be dejected or depressed. You yourself are the friend of yourself, and you yourself are the enemy of yourself. When we talk of meditation, we are going to be friendly with our own self, with our own mind, with our own soul. In our day-to-day time, We have all the appointments fixed with our clients, or with our architect, or with our doctor, or any other professional. We walk and work by appointments. Please try to find out time and give yourself an appointment to sit with yourself. In your timetable, there should be a time which should be mentioning you are supposed to meet yourself. And that is the time, because you have to lift yourself up with the help of your soul in the most friendly manner. The exact steps, I am not going to take the full chapter, but the exact steps as taught by Sri Krishna himself are this. Yogi yunjita satatam atmanam rahasi sthitaha ekaki yat chittatma nirashehi aparigraha. For meditation, the yogi should constantly unite with his soul. We all live in our mind, and we give less time in understanding what we really are, our soul, the presence of the divine within us. So, here Sri Krishna is telling us the yogi must spend time continuously to unite himself with his soul. And the necessary physical conditions are rahasi sthitaha, at a secluded place. The secluded place is required because you want to be free from other activities. Then ekaki, you are supposed to sit alone in a secluded place. Yatachitta atma, you are supposed to have control over the activities of your chitta, mental activities, through your soul. And the necessary condition, psychological, for that is nirashihi aparigraha. Forget about all your desires and all your possessions. For the time being, when you want to sit and meet your soul, let your soul take over. For the time being, forget all your desires, forget all your possessions. Another physical condition required for meditation as taught by Sri Krishna is the place. It should be a secluded place. You should be alone, but at the same time, shuchau deshe pratisthapya. The place should be clean and pure. The place which you have decided and selected for practicing meditation should be very clean and pure. And there you are supposed to create and have a comfortable seat. Sthiram asanam atmanaha. For yourself, you must provide a stable seat, asana, wherein you can sit and practice meditation. And what type of an asana the sit should be? Na ati uchritam, na ati nicham. It should not be very high. The sit should not be very high. The asana should not be very low. And Shri Krishna prescribes chaila, ajena, kusha, uttaram. At the bottom should be the grass. Over the grass should be the skin, and over the skin should be a cloth. Please don't try to follow this instruction in today's times. Srimad Bhagavad Gita was declared by Lord Shri Krishna to Arjuna 5,000 years ago. What he meant was that you should be properly, comfortably seated, wherein you can forget your body. The insulation with the ground should be there. You should not feel the dampness of the soil. You should not feel the cold or heat from the soil where you are sitting. It should be a comfortable place wherein your attention is not drawn by the discomfort of a body. So this is how one should sit in a place which is very clean and pure, on a seat which is not very high nor very low, below grass, above that skin, and above that a cloth. There you sit, concentrating your mind and controlling all the activities of your mind and the body, the limbs. The first thing is to try to observe and control by concentrating the mind. Tatraikagram manah kritva yata chitta indriya kriyaha. Upavishya asane, sit on that asana and unite with your soul. Yunjyad yogam. Through yoga, unite yourself with the soul. Atma vishuddhaye, for your own self-purification. What is the aim of meditation? Ultimate aim of meditation? It is not to control your blood pressure. It is not to become stress-free. It is not to come out of depression or dejection. These are all byproducts. These are not the main products. The real thing is that you come in contact with the absolute delight that is beyond imagination, the delight that springs from your soul from within, and that springs when you become purified. How to sit? How should I keep my body? See, detailed instructions are given in the Gita. And generally we have not paid attention to these shlokas. Samam kaya shiro grivam. Your body, your head and your neck should be aligned and erect. The body, the torso, head and the neck. You hold them steady, restfully, not restless. And you are supposed to fix your gaze at the top of the nose. And you are not supposed to permit your looking wandering in every direction. Sampreksha nasikagram svam. Between the eyebrows. Concentrate by closing your eyes, concentrate your vision. And you are not supposed to dishashchan ana avalokayan. Stop looking in every other direction. So, a secluded place, a comfortable asana to sit, body remaining straight and aligned, head with neck straight, remaining firmly seated, not moving. You are not supposed to move your fingers or your feet or your head, no. Concentrating your gaze in the middle of the eyebrows and not looking here and there in any direction. Prashantatma. You yourself become quiet. Vigatarbhi. Free of all fear. Brahmachari vrate sthitaha. Well established, firmly established in the vow of celibacy. Manaha sanyamya, controlling your mind. Mat chittaha, keeping Shri Krishna in your mind. Yukta, united. Asita, sit. Matparaha, consider me to be the supreme. Now the process of meditation has begun. The outside things is explained. You have to control the mind, unite with the soul, and considering the Krishna as the supreme, you have to unite with the soul. The yogi should always practice and unite with his soul by controlling his mind. And then as a result, what does he get? Shantim nirvana paramam mat sanstham adigacchati. You will get the peace that abides in me, and that supreme peace which is named as nirvana, you will have the experience of that. And what is the illustration for that state? When your mind has become quiet, where your body is no more restless, and you are concentrating and uniting with your soul. Yatha deepo nivatastho nengate sopama smrita. As a lamp, the flame of which does not flicker when it is kept in a windless place. Your flame of your soul becomes steady. That is the illustration that is remembered here. When your mind becomes quiet, under control by the practice of yoga, yatra uparamate chittam niruddham yoga sevaya. By the practice of yoga, when your mind becomes quiet, there you will see by your soul yourself, in yourself, the real you. Who are you really? We can change our name, we can change our address, but who is holding this body? Who abides in this body? When we die, who leaves the body? What is absent? What quits? That thing, the soul, the presence of the divine in this body is really you. And when you sit in meditation and concentrate on the soul, the presence, there you get full satisfaction by witnessing, by seeing your true self inside you by your soul vision. And when you experience that, sukham atyantikam, that bliss, extreme bliss, which can be experienced by the intellect. You can feel that bliss and experience by the intellect, buddhi grahyam, but atindriyam, beyond your bodily organs. The happiness of bodily comfort, all the comforts for the body, they are of a different time. But this extreme happiness, the bliss, that you will come to know. And where established in that bliss, from that state of being you will never be removed. You'll remain in a permanent state of bliss, a quiet mind controlled through the Atma. Once you have gained this, yam labdva cha aparam labham manyate nadhikam tatah, then no other gain would be superior to this gain. All other gains will fall short before this extreme happiness that will spring from within. And established in this, yasmin sthitah, na dukhe na gurunapi vichalyate, you will not be dislodged from this happiness even by the biggest grief, the saddest event. You will not lose the sense of delight. You know this, tam vidyat. What to know? Dukkha sanyoga. You have been linked with misery, with grief. Viyoga, which separates you. Sangnitam, which has the name of yoga. You know this yoga, which delinks you from all miseries. That yoga you must resolutely practice without wavering, without discouragement, without giving up. Again, a psychological state. Shri Krishna explains, all the resolutions that you have made, just leave them aside. Not one should remain. All the desires become free. And control your body by your mind completely and totally. Shanai shanai uparamet buddhya dhriti grihitaya. Slowly, slowly become quiet. Holding in firmness by your intellect, the entire body function, the activities of the mind. Atma sanstham manah kritva. Let your mind be established and seated in your soul. Na kinchidapi chintayet. And for the time being, think of nothing else. There is a beautiful story. The disciple asks his guru, how long is the road to the divine? How long is the road to the divine? Any idea? I want to go and meet the God. How long is that road? And the guru decides and answers, the length of the road to the divine is maximum 14 inches. Maximum 1 foot 2 inches. And the disciple asks, what do you say? And he says, you are staying here. You are doing everything with your mind. The divine is in your heart. Instead of staying in your mind, start living in your heart, in your soul. Let the soul come forward. Let the divine presence within you be the real you. Here the same thing is explained by Shri Krishna. Atma sanstham manah kritva. Let your mind be firmly established in your soul. And do not think of anything else. Yato yato nishcharati manah chanchalamastheram. Because your mind is restless and unsteady, wherever it starts wandering, from there, control it and bring it under the control of your soul. Atmani eva vasham nayet. It should be controlled by the soul. Prashanta manasam hyenam yoginam sukhamuttamam. When your mind becomes shant, quiet like this, and the yogi experiences the highest bliss, he becomes free of all passions and attains and unites with the Supreme Brahman, becoming totally purified. The yogi should always unite with his soul, becoming free from all sins. Yogi. Yunjan eva sadatmanam yogi vigat kalmasha. The yogi should always constantly unite himself with the soul, becoming free from all sins. And then easily he experiences the touch of the divine and extreme bliss he experiences. Please know, we all are like Kasturi Mriga, the musk deer. The musk is very much there in the navel of the deer in the forest. And with the wind, the deer gets the fragrance of that musk and jumps and searches for it everywhere outside. We have this delight, this peace very much within us, and we keep on looking at it outside. When we come in contact with the soul, the presence of the divine within us through meditation, atyantam sukham ashanate. The extreme delight one experiences and the touch of the divine Brahman. This is what Shri Krishna told to Arjuna. But Arjuna is like me and you, and so he has a question. And Arjuna asks this question to the Lord. Yoyam yogastvaya prokta samyana madhusudana etasyaham na pashyami chanchalatvat sthitim sthiram. O Madhusudan, O Shri Krishna, this yoga of equanimity that you have just now taught me, I don't think and I don't see that I can be established firmly in that state because my mind is restless. Again Arjuna says, my mind is restless, O Krishna. It is adamant, it is strong, it is firm. To control it means as difficult as controlling the blowing wind. And we all feel this, that meditation is not easy. And the last, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Shri Krishna answers to his question. Asanshayam Mahabaho. There is no doubt, O mighty armed, O Arjuna, there is no doubt. Mana Durnigraha Chalam. To control the mind is very difficult. But abhyasena, by constant practice. O Kaunteya, O Arjuna, vairagyena, by non-attachment. Two things, constant practice and detachment. Chagrehate you can control your mind. In a short time, I have tried to present to you all that is contained in this sixth chapter, the selected shlokas spoken by Lord Shri Krishna to Arjuna about meditation. I do hope you would have loved this. Read it again, because the Bhagavad Gita is available to everybody. You read it in your own language, study it. Chapter number 6 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna himself teaches you how to meditate. It is a beautiful gathering here. I was not expecting in the morning so many people to come to listen to this talk. I am much thankful to you. We are celebrating two events together. The first event is Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, 75th anniversary of the freedom of India. And at the same time, on the same date, 15th of August, 150th birth anniversary of Sri Aurobindo. And our institute has a very beautiful link with Sri Aurobindo. You know, he has the ashram, and I am connected with the Sri Aurobindo ashram and Sri Aurobindo society at Pondicherry. I will just read this. Chennai-based chartered accountant S. Sri Sastri, a devotee of Sri Aurobindo and a council member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, sought his advice on a symbol that would capture the spirit and intent of the newly formed organization, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. According to Prashanta Mukherjee, who wrote about the history of the organization's emblem in our magazine, The Chartered Accountant, this is what was written. Sri Aurobindo gave C.S. Sastri the emblem with a Garuda in the center and a quotation from the Kathopanishad, Ya Esha Supteshu Jagarati, one who is awake amongst those who are asleep. This logo was finally selected amongst all the suggestions which were received. I end my talk with you with this. Yesterday was Janmashtami, and today we have listened to the words of Sri Krishna. I thank you all. Thank you very much. And once again, my namaste to everyone present here. May we all be blessed. Thank you very much.
Absolutely brilliant, sir. Every word has submerged into our souls. You taught us how to take an appointment with ourselves through meditation. Outstanding. I now request C.A. Raghuveer, Chairman of the Mysuru branch, to present a vote of thanks and the memento to the spiritual speaker.
So thank you, sir, for such a wonderful session on 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, where you have teached all of us to meet ourselves and give appointments to ourselves, and also to live in heart instead of head. So thank you, sir, once again. I would request C.A. Lokesh Shetty, Chairman of Udupi branch, to give a memento to the speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, applause please. Absolutely brilliant wording that he used to tell us what meditation is all about.